Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Live from the GBM studios in Belize City, it's Open Your Eyes. Start your morning right with your hosts, Sabrina Daly and Paul Lopez.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
And let's jump straight into some topics we have lined up for you this morning, starting off with celebrating Dr. Hidalgo's latest achievement. Also discovering spoken word at Spoonaz Poetry Night, honoring heritage at the Yellow Ginger Festival, and set sail with Johnny Mars. This for a Soca on the Sea event.
Yeah, excellent stuff, Sab. We have a great show lined up this morning.
Yeah.
Sometimes things happen.
It does, it's fine.
Catches us off guard sometimes, but that's life, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so what we want to do right now is perhaps get into our topics.
Yeah.
Or what you need to know before you leave the house. And so here are the things you need to know before you leave your home this morning. There's a new chapter in sustainable transportation with Tuk-tuk Belize Tour Services, a viral story that we'll talk about in a few. Second one, talking about Belizeans and innovation, a young Belizean develops a Belize bus schedule website. We're going to hear more about that as well. Thirdly, the invasive devilfish threatens Belize's rivers. Interesting topic there. Can banning passengers on motorcycles be effective in tackling gun violence? And finally, Belize's shrimp industry opened doors to Taiwan market.
All right. We also want to notify you guys that we do have a poll question up on our social media page. And the question this morning is, what would make you feel safer in your community? Again, what would make you feel safer in your community? The options are more police presence, community programs, youth mentorship, better lighting, and infrastructure. Let us know your thoughts on that poll, and I believe it's on our Facebook page. That's Open Your Eyes BZ. Paul, let's jump straight into it.
Yeah.
There's many topics here that are super interesting to dive into for discussion this morning, but I know one of them that has gone viral after being shared from our newscast last night was a tuk-tuk service that hit the streets of Belize City yesterday. And I want to preface this by saying I left the gym yesterday morning, and while driving out of the parking lot, I saw this tuk-tuk like drive right in front of me. And I watched it like, I've never seen that before. Yeah. And then I just went along with my business, but it immediately took me to almost 10 years ago. I traveled to India, and I remember experiencing their version of a tuk-tuk, actually called a tuk-tuk. And I thought it was so cute. It was so adorable. Really one of those unique ways if you want to kind of get that immersive experience of wherever you are, especially if it's the first time. And then, of course, seeing this on the news last night and learning a bit more about it, such an innovation. And, of course, this being the first of its kind here in Belize, really exciting stuff.
What's their version like in India?
Not this fancy, I'll tell you. Not this fancy. And I also don't believe that it was electric either. It's really just a small vehicle that looks, it's like a tricycle just like this, bigger than a motorcycle, and it has somewhere that you can sit at the back. I think the three of us were in it, in that one that we were in that time.
Yeah, I really appreciate this story, and we have to big up entrepreneur Tanisha Vernon. She shared the fact that she traveled to
I believe it was
Guatemala for a family funeral. And she shared the fact that she had an opportunity to ride in a tuk-tuk in Guatemala, and there was a level of joy and happiness that came over her while riding it in the midst of mourning and her family mourning. And she thought to herself, well, why not bring this to Belize? Find a way. And you know, it's amazing that, because that's how ideas begin for a lot of us, right? We experience something and we think to ourselves, well, I probably can do it, but usually that's where it ends for a lot of us, right? With the idea. So I have to say kudos to Tanisha for taking that concept, though not novel, and carving out her own space here in Belize to see this come to life. I think that's absolutely incredible. She is thinking, how can I contribute to the development of my country, right? How
in
can
an eco-friendly way.
In an eco-friendly way. How can I contribute to the advancement of my country? And that is how we as Belizeans should be thinking first and foremost, right? And realizing the fact that while the idea may be grand, it's not far-fetched. And while it may be grand, it's doable. And so I have to start there, because it's an inspiration that we can all glean from, right? Now, what's smart of her is to have it in this location that is very tourist concentrated, if you would. So where the cruise ships, they come in, and the tours, they leave off from this general area around the Memorial Park, I could see how location will play in her favor here. And so it's a revenue generating thing for her and for her employees, but then it's also a new experience for tourists. I've walked Albert Street and the general downtown area when we have those heavy tourist days, and you see tourists for the most part walking, right? Or you see tourists riding one or two of the buses or the carts that they have. Now, I don't know if they'll have enough tuk-tuks for these tourists to come in and say, hey, I want to try it, and really get to cover more ground in a shorter period of time across the city, with a tour guide, as well as they explain that the tourists will have a tour guide. So on all fronts, I think it's an exceptional idea. I like the fact that the Belize City Council has endorsed it as well. I see endorsements from the government, central government as well. It's a big move. It's a big step. We don't know the cost as yet, and I would imagine that maybe if Belizeans seek the service, that we'll also be able to access the service.
I'm hoping. I think this would be something really fun for everyone to experience. Like I said, it's something that you could be able to kind of immerse yourself in culture as well, especially for the tourist side. But I don't know. I feel like I'm hoping it would be cheaper than if you would, one, get a taxi, a regular taxi, or two, what we now call $2 van. No, I don't think so. I don't think that would be the same. But I think it's a really cool idea.
I think so too.
Speaking of, persons just trying to take their own step towards innovation, there's also another story that I think is worthy of highlighting. Now, this one has not made the news because, in fact, it was just posted last night on social media. This young Facebook user, I believe his name is Constantine Enriquez, he made a post on his social media page yesterday sharing something that he was working on for the past month. He expressed that every day after work, he came home and he was working on putting together essentially a website for commuters, for buses. This comes, I'm guessing, from a need that he would have had on his own. And he decided that he would go and check all the bus schedules and put it in one central location, being a website. And I think this is fantastic. It also speaks to what you just mentioned, Paul, where if it doesn't exist, you make it yourself. If you see it somewhere else and it looks like it works somewhere else, you bring it back home. And so I'm not sure if we're able to actually show the website, but I think it's a really cool idea, and I'm hoping that we could also see some buy-in from maybe even the transport department as well.
Yeah, so one of the things that he explained is that, well, let's start here for me then. And I'm sure you and others can relate to having to catch a bus, and you're thinking of planning ahead, but you don't have one central location where you could find bus schedules.
Yeah.
Right? And so you have to dig through Facebook. You have to try finding a people page, these bus company pages, and sometimes the pages are so old and outdated. You have to look up online on Google, ask Mr. Google, and sometimes you can't even find it.
Yeah.
And so what I see this website presents is an opportunity and a really cool one, to just access all bus schedules, and he has a list of about 30 plus bus companies and their schedules at one central location, right? So you no longer have to scour the internet or comb through Facebook to figure out, man, which bus left Belize City to Belmopan at this specific time in the afternoon. No, you go on the app, and I've tried it myself. I put in from Belize City to Belmopan. I just tried that without any time or without any bus company, and it gave me a list of all the bus companies that runs throughout the day, all their times throughout the day, their expected time in Belize City, if they're leaving, expected time in Belmopan. If you take it to San Ignacio or Benque, it will show you what time they expect for arrive in San Ignacio, what time they expect for arrive in Benque. What I see here is a great deal of work from this young man's part.
Yep.
Because this is basically a compilation of a large amount of data, a compilation of a large amount of statistics, right? And then it was for him to collect all this data and then put it together in one platform. That's not an easy thing. In fact, that seems to be a very tedious task. And then for him to do that, and for him to be able to put it into something that's very practical and that's very useful, I think is super commendable.
Yeah.
Now he's made a disclaimer to say that, and as I said earlier, sometimes these schedules and these pages
vary.
are outdated, that the schedules for some of them may not be as accurate as they can be, because they may need some updating from the bus companies themselves. But we'll turn the blind eye to that for now, because he says that he's working on that.
Yeah.
My thing is, the future of this could be booking.
Yeah.
Booking. We've been talking about the challenges we face with tickets and ensuring that the companies get the financing, or that the money goes straight to the company. Sometimes, well, I've heard the Minister of Transport accuse conductors of pocketing some of this money and not giving it to the company, and so they're losing. But also the convenience of booking directly from an app. So imagine now, and this is a challenge for him, and I'm sure he's thinking about it, and others are telling him about it. Imagine you put in your time, you put in your company, you put in your route, and then options pop up, and you could simply then have an option to book that.
And you just maybe show like a QR code.
Right, and then when you show up at the bus, you just show a QR code, say, hey, I've booked from this specific website.
Yeah.
And then also another challenge is to put it all into an app. right? Because
Well,
right now it's just a website.
As far as I know,
understand.
the post did say it's Belize's very first online national bus schedule application. So
but it's not a they don't they don't have an
Netlify app.
Okay, so there is an app, because my understanding is that it takes you to a website.
I don't know.
Yeah, because he was saying, they were asking him, I was reading through the comments,
Okay.
to put it in an app. And I think he was saying that's the next step. So it's an application in a website form that can then be transferred into an app for Google and for Apple Play. But very innovative, again, another very innovative Belize. What are our ideas, Sabrina?
I know, we really suck, Paul. Let's get it together. After this show, we are going to put our thinking caps on, because we are not doing enough. But I want to read just one part of his post that he made last night that I think really kind of wraps up the two topics that we just mentioned. He said, I once read somewhere that instead of looking for things to build, you should build the thing that you look for. And I got tired of always trying to figure out the bus runs, that I thought, hey, might as well. Beautiful. I think that's just absolutely inspirational. Congratulations to you, Constantine. I hope that we're able to see this become official as well. But let's move things along, Paul. Now, this one, I think, rose a lot of eyebrows. I don't know about you if you're the type of person that goes fishing often, but I've never heard of a devilfish. And I've never heard of a fish with these types of characteristics and capabilities as well. It was only a kind of an announcement that we would be following up with this story, but as you can see there on screen, this is a fish called a devilfish that was spotted in the New River. And I believe it has some type of relation to like a catfish. But it's the qualities or the characteristics of this fish that is sparking the conversation in the first place. This is one of those fish that apparently, it can live on land for hours.
Yeah.
It's damaging the river itself. I literally read that it could knock down trees. Now, I swear to you, that was not an error. It's a true story that we are actually getting further information on. So this is an invasive fish called a devilfish, and it's said to be threatening Belize's New River. I think one of the other concerns about this fish is also how quickly it could multiply itself. Paul, do you have more information on that?
Yeah, so I was looking up some information here just for our viewers' knowledge, because we're still learning more about this invasive species, which is the devilfish. And in fact,
Pez Diablo as well.
Pez Diablo. So we sent out, we had a team on the ground doing some research, if you would, interviews, trying to learn more about this fish. But it was brought to our attention by the Belize Maya Forest Trust earlier this week. They sounded the alarm to say that this invasive species came into Belize's New River from the Rio Hondo through Mexico, right? And they're sounding the alarm because they're saying this could pose a serious threat to an already endangered, challenged New River ecosystem. And so one of the things we know about the devilfish, based on what research shows on the internet and what research shows across the board, is that they populate or they reproduce rapidly in large amounts, right? So I saw a video where one fish had like 2,000 eggs inside of it, which is just incredible to think about. And I don't know how fish reproduce, like if that's normal, but I saw that. I saw another video where this fish actually ate the eggs from other fish as well, right? I see where they kind of cause erosion along the river banks as well. And there is no real predator in the river to kind of counter their actions or their behavior or their existence, if you would, because the scales on their body is literally an armor. It's hard scales. And so what the advice has been is that when the fisher folks find them in the river, to immediately kill them, to chop off their heads. I've seen where in Florida it's a huge problem, and as soon as they find them, they break them in half. Ugh. And they destroy the eggs and they throw them away. And so we're looking closely at this to see, one, how big of a problem it is currently in Belize, and what conservation is, and what we're doing as a country to tackle this issue. But it's something that's on our radar, and it's something we'll continue to follow and talk about throughout the course of today, and perhaps even leading into the end of the week. But we thought it's important for you all to know this development where the devilfish is concerned.
Sounds like some type of mutation and something from like a sci-fi movie, right?
Right.
Which we also said it's not from a sci-fi movie. It's real, actually, real deal we're talking right here. But that does it for some of the things we think you should know this morning. We do want to jump straight into our weather update. And we also want to remind you that we still have our poll question up. And that question is, what would make you feel safer in your community? Let's now head over to our Eye on the Weather. Let's jump straight into it. Today's weather calls for sunny with cloudy spells and cloudy skies at times tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated, except for slightly more over northern and inland areas tonight. Today's temperatures calls for 88 degrees Fahrenheit along coastal areas with a low of 80 degrees. Inland will be warmer with a high of 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but a pretty low of 73. And in the hills, there will be a high of 82 degrees Fahrenheit, but as low as 68. You might want to pull out an extra layer for that one. Moving things along for our extended forecast. Inland will be experiencing highs of 89 degrees Fahrenheit, and in coastal areas it will be as warm as 94 degrees Fahrenheit. I believe this is in the hills. I actually want to correct that. On Saturday and Sunday, though, along the coastal areas, we will be seeing warmer temperatures of 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and inlands also still very much warm with highs of 95 as well on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So generally warmer temperatures along coastal areas with highs of up to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. For our astronomical conditions, the sun rose this morning at 5:33 a.m. and is set to set at 6:23 p.m. The moon will rise at 5:27 p.m. and is set to set at 4:47 a.m. Our marine conditions, the sea state is light to choppy and the winds will blow from the east at 5 to 10 knots. Today's high tides will look like one coming in at 8:11 a.m. and a low at 3:48 p.m. However, another high tide will be taking place at 9:48 p.m. and tomorrow another low at 2:34 a.m. And that does it for our Eye on the Weather. Paul, back to you.
Excellent. So what we're going to do right now, folks, is we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we have our first conversation. This one is with Dr. Jorge Hidalgo. He's celebrating his latest achievement, an award. We're going to tell you more about that when we come back.
Cumbia Kings. Los Cumbia Kings en concierto. Este 30 de agosto en el Estadio del Pueblo, Orange World Belice. Los Cumbia Kings en vivo.
No tengo dinero, nada que dar.
No te pierdas el concierto del año que te hará bailar como nunca. General 150, VIP 200 y Platino $350. Boletos a la venta en la aplicación QuiPass, disponible en Android y iPhone. También con Orindrag con cuellos, Shell One Stop, Marías Café, Lifestyle Beauty Salon y WSK Call Center al 611-3677. Amor Turquesa, Boutique Belmopá. Gracias al patrocinio de
BTV, Mechas, Cuellos, Lock and Loaded, Mark Production, Quick Pass, Lighthouse,
Instituto Nacional de Cultura e Historia y Smart Belice.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 585. Here are this week's contestants.
Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. So when you're feeling down, just not forget for pray. When things seem bad, He will always make a way. His love is for real and it is here to stay. Keep you on His spots and never make you go astray. Me have to say, we can't live without you. We can't breathe without you. Oh God, I wouldn't be me without you now.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here all through, yeah, there's a place out there for people like you.
Hands and proclaim, my God, how great Thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to Thee. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on Great Jubilees Media.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We are jumping headfirst into our first conversation, and we are joined by Dr. Hidalgo. And really, this is a celebration of one of his latest achievements. He recently received an honorary degree of Doctor of Science in Qatar, awarded with a Doctor of Science honoris causa for the UK Business School. And of course, this was endorsed by several other universities as well. Now, Dr. Hidalgo is no stranger to us here, also no stranger to you guys. We've been joined by him on various occasions discussing all things intensive care in this country, and also highlighting some of your achievements along the way as well, Doc. So this is a real pleasure having you here once more, talking about your latest recognition and achievement. Good morning.
No, good morning, and thank you to having me one more time.
Yeah,
of course.
Hopefully not the last. Well, before we even get into the details, I want to quickly highlight what this recognition is, when it was bestowed upon you, and then we can go from there.
Yes, well, the Doctor of Science honoris causa It's basically when we have those type of award, we say, oh, I'm getting old.
It makes you feel like you're getting old?
Yeah. Well, but this essentially is the summary of work that we started in 2002 when I came to Belize. No? We decided that as an invitation by Dr. Andres Sosa at that point, he invited me to join the former Universal Health Services to open the first intensive care unit in Belize. And the journey started then, and then we decided that we want to combine the practice of medicine, but also along the side we want to also do the academic part that sometimes is challenging.
Yeah.
But we document every step in the ICU development, and we published our first article, the open of the first intensive care unit in Belize, in chest. We presented that study in Chicago in 2005.
Wow.
After collecting information from a couple of years and the outcome of the first ICU unit in Belize. No?
That's 2 decades ago, Doc.
Yes.
It's a long time, but also not so much. I won't age you, don't worry. But I want to really take a moment to talk about the intensive care that is provided here in this country, in Belize. How does intensive care differ from the type of care that you'd get if you visit your general practitioner?
Well, the intensive care medicine is basically for those patients that we believe have an opportunity to live and they are critically ill, and then we say, okay, this patient have a potential for survival, and then those patients are the one we decide to admit in our ICUs. Of course, usually the limitation is that ICUs, the number of beds, especially at government, still is small for the size of the country, but I think so it's building and they are growing. But that's the challenge, no? That we need sometimes to, as you remember COVID, we need to decide sometimes to choose who is going to be benefiting of the bed in ICU sometimes, and that is the tough part and the challenge part. No?
Whose situation is more intense?
What does this recognition mean for you, or mean to you personally as well as professionally?
It's a good question. I think so. It's personally it's very humble because, of course, it's an opportunity to someone strange to you, because as you see, the recognition comes from the business school, supportive of other universities, but they recognize the work that we've been doing over the years. I've been working for the World Federation of Societies of Intensive and Critical Care that represent more or less 98 societies around the world. And this is my last year. I'll be ending my period in September. But the last 4 years have been very rewarding. I have the opportunity to basically do a 360-degree transformation in the society. Of course, this is not the work of only one person, but the entire team was committed to do it, and we start working with World Health Organization and trying to be part of the policies and developing toolkits and material for low resource countries and middle income countries. Also, we are working with United Nations. Every 2 weeks we do a training course for the doctors and all the healthcare personnel from United Nations that are deploying around the world. I mean that's very rewarding, because at least we can contribute in a small part the great work of all those people. But locally also we have the great opportunity to work with different group of people. Of course, I work very close with Dr. Pedro Arriaga, who is the other intensivist, and that we work together. trying to develop some materials and encourage people to do things, especially in the field of ICU, and that's the next thing. In 2007, as an invitation of Dr. Gassi, who was the former chief of staff on Carl Kirchner, then I was invited to open the ICU at Carl Kirchner. I mean, we worked together with Dr. Arriaga and Dr. Gassi, and with the support of the Ministry of Health at that point. And then in 2012, we officially opened the Carl Kirchner ICU.
Yeah.
I think it's inspirational what you've highlighted there just now, as well as the award, because it shows that you're not just comfortable working in the ICU and done. You are motivated to take your expertise beyond inside the hospital to help others, to help in academia, to help bring up young medical professionals. Where does that inspiration come from for you to take your expertise and spread it, whether it's through a publication or whether it's through mentoring? How did that come for you?
Well, I think so. That's part of the training we have in the medical field, that we want to bring and share not only the knowledge but also our humanity. And one of these days, especially with all this technology and artificial intelligence, one of the things that we would like to preserve is that the human part of our profession. That is very critical. And with that in mind, and also all the guidance of our parents, I think so. Some of I believe everybody agree that the values that we have at home are very important, and that's in a way guide you as what you want to achieve in life, and that is be one of the backbones and also the inspiration for us, and for me to trying to go a little bit beyond of just not practice medicine, but also to trying to reach a little bit beyond that.
No,
you also spoke about some of the publications that we have here on display being part of the considerations for your recognition. But beyond that, you have expressed wanting to collaborate with other medical practitioners here as well to ensure that they also have a part in these publications and sharing and educating persons in the ICU as well. Can you speak more to that?
Yes, one of the things we want is to, we are doing actually right now, like in this book that we work with the Indian Society of Critical Care. Also, Dr. Arriaga have some chapters on it. We have some other books that we already involved, like Dr. Sidney Thornton is working in some of the different chapters of books, Dr. Tania Morejon, Dr. Amanda Vasquez, Dr. Javier Canul. Those are some of the young physicians. Of course, there are more, but that trying to involve, and they basically are inspiring and to trying to do more. Dr. Anthony Navarrete.
That's fantastic. So these publications here, are these resources that are used within the ICU across the country here in Belize to assist medical practitioners to identify certain diseases and how to make their job a little bit easier? Talk about some of the findings in here that you shared.
One of this book is from we collaborate with the American Society of Critical Care, and this is a basically course on tropical diseases. That talks about dengue, Zika, chikungunya, malaria, and how we can address those in the ICU. I mean that this book particularly is being published in English and also has been translated in other languages. And it's a course that is being conducted in several countries. We did it in Belize at some point. Those other books are essentially additional resources for physicians. The highly infectious disease is a book that we spoke just about to start the pandemic. And then the other part that also that was a point of consideration for the award is that during the pandemic, the Minister of Health, Dr. Larga Espada, Dr. Mori, also with Dr. Cuellar. Dr. Cuellar was instrumental at that point. I will lead a program on continual medical education. We developed and conducted 280 continual medical education sessions during the pandemic.
Wow.
With the support of the Ministry of Health, PAHO, and we start just with a week session. The Dr. Alagaspa say, Dr. Hidalgo, why we don't do something for during the pandemic, and we start with what we thought was a week, and after a week we ended with 280 sessions. Wow. With again the support of those people. Dr. Cuellar was one of he was commenting all the sessions during that period of time. Dr. Arriaga as well, and Dr. Francis Mori from the Ministry of Health, and Dr. Largaspa. It's at some point it was really impactful because also some other countries joined, India, Bangladesh, some of the Caribbean countries, Mexico, and the Central American countries, and it ended really well, and we were able to collaborate, and also through the Society of Critical Care with Rosillo Giron, the respiratory therapist, and Dr. Arriaga. We create basically a house-made TV study at the Belize Hacker Party. They help us to and lend us the equipment, and we conducted basic mechanical ventilation courses for several countries in Africa and Afghanistan, and that's really one of the things that also they had in consideration when everything is documented, and we presented as part of the material to support the recognition.
You've been able to be in several seats of leadership in your career as a person in medicine, and one of the questions that I've always wondered, Dr. Hidalgo, based on the experience that you've had and what you've shared with us, is what's the perception of Belize as a country where intensive care is concerned? I imagine you've interacted with several other countries that have millions and billions of dollars in resources to provide to these medical institutions, but still Belize here, we're still struggling to get some basic equipment available. But what is the perception of Belize when it comes to providing this level of care?
Well, that's a very a good question, and also one of the things that I always laugh, because when we start this journey, we say, okay, we want to do something, but from Belize, it's easier for someone who is probably in a bigger institution in the U.S. or in other countries that they have 3,000 hospital beds, and probably 50 or 55 ICU beds just for one place.
Yeah.
You know? And one of the things I was the other day talking with one of my friends, the fact that in my case, to be able to put up me in a position to be the president and leading the World Federation of Societies of Critical Care in a country that we only have 3 intensivists working. And that's it's a motivation for us, because I mean that things can be done and are possible, even for us, that we believe that despite that since 2002 to now, things in Belize are completely different. There are more resources. Of course, we're still really behind from those countries, but we've been able to see the progress of medicine. Many young physicians and are coming back to the country. The most important thing for a country like us is to retain the people, the talent, of course, because everybody wants to have the opportunity to grow. But things can be done from Belize, and I believe many. I'm in my field, but there are other physicians in different fields that they are also putting the name of Belize outside, and it's a great opportunity.
Outside of, well, on a more personal level, a lot of times people with the working in these very high demanding field find it very difficult to do anything outside of what you're hired for, the task at hand. You've been able to somehow, and perhaps you could talk a bit about it, do what is needed in your medical facility, but also extend yourself into mentorship and into publications. How have you personally been able to strike a balance between these things, and then even in your personal life as a human being, meet the needs that you have personally?
That is also very interesting question, and I think so. To answer it easily is to have. I need to thank my wife and my two kids now, because of course without the support of them is probably been very difficult, because they are very understanding and also supporting of the work we do every day, and that's been a very important part in this journey.
And if you don't believe him, it's literally written in his book, where it says highly infectious diseases in critical care. It says, to our families who have been able to cope with our time constraints and frustrations, always supporting us, making everything worthwhile. It's literally there.
That's interesting. It doesn't mean that there aren't difficult days, right? You're not superhuman. I don't think any of us are. How do you navigate those difficult days when you're pressed for time, when the challenges before you seem so grand, but you still have to go in head first and take them on? Talk to us a bit about how you, as a very experienced medical professional, deal with difficult days and deal with huge challenges. What's your first step?
Well, the most important thing, and especially in the field we are, and that's one of the most common questions that people ask, why you choose to be an intensivist. And intensive is a question that I'm also very happy to answer. It's a part of the medical field that comes with challenges and struggles. Most of the time we are dealing with life and death situations every day, and that is basically prove and measure your skills, but also your heart, and sometimes despite every effort and everything you do, you lose patience, and that is very tough, because of course none of us wants. We are basically trying to save lives and trying to do our best for our patient, but sometimes it's not possible. But also it's rewarding because you are able to basically walk with people in the most darkest moments in those days in the ICU, and also you are able to guide family on these uncertainty moments, that you have your loved one in ICU and you need to essentially every day sit with them, share the bad news and the good news. That is very difficult, but also seeing those patients that you put a lot of effort walking out to the ICU, that experience is definitely very comforting and tell you that the effort definitely is something that have value, and that is the part of our working in ICU.
I like what you mentioned about the combination of skill and heart, right? Because a lot of times we'll have the skill, but we don't have the heart, and then sometimes you have the heart, but you don't have the skill, and so you've been able to really express how to strike a balance there, even when it gets challenging, and then even when you speak about the rewards and how rewarding it is for you in this field. I think that's quite incredible. What's next for you as you continue on your medical journey?
Well, before I move to that, I want just to add that the work in ICU especially is a team effort. No?
Team.
I mean, that I want to express my thank you to the nurses that are basically spending 24 hours at the bedside with the patients, the respiratory therapists, every person, the janitor, the receptionist, everybody plays an important role in saving lives. No, I mean that we just essentially are part of that change of work. That if the change breaks in at some point, then all the work is not that has been done is basically ruptured. No? But
so before you move on to the question I asked, and since you talk about teamwork in such a intense and high stakes field, what's the most important component of teamwork in a field like this? And if that component is not there, then it all falls apart, and we can't get this job done.
Yeah, I think so. The motivation that we have, and also that we, as the ones that leading the team, we need to be able and also to integrate that sense in our group, you know, that they are part of the team, that every opinion counts, because we need to be able to listen, you know, and also to be able to share the responsibility. Sometimes probably we want to do everything, but it's not possible. No, we need to be able to share that piece of responsibility and also to trust.
Yeah.
Good. I didn't mean to turn it into a leadership podcast, but
no, I think
those are very important and valuable insight for our viewers that are navigating difficult fields and challenges. So, what's next for you? And then we'll jump into our motivational quote. What's next for you?
Well, right now we are leading to Vancouver to my ending of my presidency. I will remain as part of as past president for 2 years for the World Federation, but there are many things that are coming, especially in terms of research, leading the Surviving Sepsis campaign for low resource setting and middle income countries. We just recently published the first of 4 papers that are coming, but most important than the papers is just the start of basically a series of toolkits and material for and courses, training for the low resource setting. And this is the second part, and probably the most challenging part, because of course that represents the need of more resources. But this is a work that we are doing under the Society of Critical Care Medicine, the American Society of Critical Care Medicine, and also we started last year the Research Academy in the World Federation. In Dubai this year we have 16 young intensivists from Africa that they essentially work for over 2 years on a research paper. And what we want is to expand this worldwide, you know, with the World Federation.
Yeah. All right. Well, Doc, I think we have a motivational moment that might be fitting for this very conversation that we just had. This morning's motivational moment comes from Anne Sweeney, and it reads like this. Define success on your own terms, achieve it by your own rules, and build a life you're proud to live. What do you think of that quote?
Oh, that's very inspirational and motivational. No?
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, we do got to take another quick break, and when we come back, the conversation switches into poetry. We'll be talking about highlighting poets at Spoonaz Poetry Night. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Easy, accessible, safe, yours. Digi Wallet, easy, accessible, safe, yours.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy 8. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 585. Here are this week's contestants.
Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong.
So when you're feeling down, just not forget for prayer. When things seem bad, He will always make a way. His love is for real and it is here to stay. Keep you on His spots and never make you go astray. Me have to say, we can't live without you. We can't breathe without you. Oh God, I wouldn't be me without you now.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days out here all through, yeah, there's a place out there for people like you.
Hands and proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I'm going
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on Greater Belize Media. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us on set this morning. We have a lovely group of guests on set this morning. We have joining us Ko the Assassin,
Yes.
poet. We have also joining us Kyla Gentle, another poet. And what does poetry and beverage have to do with each other? Well, we have Miss Cheyenne Miller on set, the beverage coordinator at Madisco, to tell us all about it. This is all about poetry. Poetry inside
Spoonaz.
Spoonaz. For Spoonaz Poetry Night. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to have you all. So let's start there with the Poetry Night. How was this organized and why was it organized? Kale?
Well, we've been doing our poetry meetings since last year. Started up since post-COVID, and we wanted to build back that momentum that we had pre-COVID, because what we used to do, we used to have bi-monthly poetry events. Every 2 weeks we would meet up and do 2 hours worth of poetry. So we started post-COVID to build back that momentum that we had back then, to really try to create an industry for the poets, so the artists have a place where they can express themselves, and it's open to other writers and other creatives to come and experiment in the space.
What are these events like, Kyla?
So what Keo mentioned that we started back doing last year, that's our open mic nights at the Turton Library, and so we usually, it's all are welcome and people come and they share their poems. It's a very relaxed and very welcoming atmosphere, and doing that kind of led to this partnership now with Spoonaz and Madisco, where we're having an actual poetry event that you pay your ticket, you go and you enjoy some of our spoken word 501 poets. We'll be sharing our work there. We'll have drinks, we'll have music. So tonight's event, you can expect something that's very intimate, but very fun and very engaging as well. So we really just are hoping to bring that spoken word 501 energy to Spoonaz tonight.
Let's get Madisco into the conversation. What does this what will this collaboration look like for you all, and what does it mean for you?
Right, just the idea of bringing something new to Belize to express your feelings in an elegant and sophisticated way. You know, the team thought it was wow. And what to better do it with wine? You know, wine allows you to open up, and depending on your tone, it brings off a romantic feeling, maybe just a casual feeling, you know, so what better to do it with wine? And that's how we decided to engage with the poetry team, and yeah, hoping it's a hit for us in the 501.
Now I'm really excited to hear perhaps some of the themes that will be showcased at the Poetry Night. I want to share as a side note, I've known Keo for a very long time, and I remember you, what I think is pre-poetry Keo.
Yes.
But talk about what brought you to love poetry so much and really allowed you to express yourself in this way.
Well, sixth form, I had, you could say, like a life-changing event. So this was around 2010 going to 2011, and then it was that moment that my mom saw something on the TV where at the time it was advertising Global Parish presents Youth Voices, and then she told me about the meeting that they were having the Saturday. So after going to Miss Myrna's house for Bible study, the Saturday I ventured off to Niche, and then we took part at Youth Voices, and I became one of the core members there, and I learned how the intricacies of poetry. And after the program ended, that was when I found Spoken Word 501 back in 2013. This year we celebrated our 13th anniversary of doing all these events. So that was what stimulated the love. So I found that purpose, and I wanted to share that gift that poetry shaped my life.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share that gift with anyone who's willing to put in the work and who has a similar passion or wants to find that passion.
One of the amazing things about your journey, Kyo, is the way that you've been not only embraced here in your own country, but even outside. You've been able to travel and represent Belize on the international stage for poetry as well.
Yes.
Can you highlight that too?
Yeah, 2019. Well, it started back in 2017 when CREA Guatemala reached out to us and they wanted to have a collaboration with Belize and Guatemala poets. They did this thing called Poesía Sin Fronteras, which means poetry without borders. So all the countries that they bordered, they had encounters with them. And back in when the pandemic just hit, they released the magazine that featured all of our work. So I still have to go back to Guatemala to get that. And from that snowballed into the festival that I went, Los Confines in Honduras. Then I went to Guatemala the same year. And then last year I went to Costa Rica to experience that poetry out that side. And we have Kyla, who should be venturing out that side in the next couple of weeks to be a part of that festival.
Well, congratulations to you as well, Kyla. Talk about your journey to poetry.
So I actually have our Spoken Word 501 group to thank for my journey into poetry, because before I went to my first open mic night in 2019, I never really read my poems in front of crowds like that. But when I did, I felt like so welcomed, and that's the thing about poetry spaces. It usually feels like this really safe space. So I felt safe enough to share, and that has kind of blossomed into me being a lot more comfortable, being even on stage. I think it was last year in November, I got an invitation to recite my poetry in a formal setting at a cafe in Cayo. And that was the first time I actually did spoken word from memory, full performance in front of people. So I'm really excited to be doing it alongside Keo and Afeni and Mary and all our other poets, because it's such a nice opportunity. You don't really see a lot of events like these in Belize, and I'm hoping that it can change and we can see more of it, because for me it motivates me to continue honing my craft, you know.
In terms of the selections that we'll have from a disco at this event, what are we looking at?
So we're more venturing into red wines, because red wines set a very sophisticated evening.
Indeed.
A relaxed environment. So we have different red wines on board. We're allowing the public, to get their palate worked out at this poetry, whereby we'll have red sweet wines, like a blend, and a dry. So that allows you to have an experience as well while enjoying poetry.
What's the difference between, is there a difference between poetry and spoken word? Is it, it's one and the same?
Well, poetry is the words that appear in the book or on paper. Then spoken word is the performative act of that. So when you take your poem, and it could be a sonnet from Shakespeare, it could be a speech like how Bob Marley utilized the speech from Haile Selassie in his song War. You could turn that into the performative act and bring forth a new medium for or a different interpretation of what you constructed on paper.
And when you're doing spoken word, are you thinking primarily about the audience and their response, or is it more about you and how you choose to express yourself?
It's more about me expressing myself, but also I know when I'm in front of an audience, I also have an obligation to entertain, because we have this culture in Belize where we go to an event and basically it's like, impress me. So you have, with poetry being the recent potential that is rising up. So now we have the onus to bring forward that artwork so that people could learn to love and appreciate it. We have our past poets, Grandmaster Kenny Morgan, who did the performative poetry, whose shoulders we're standing on, and then we're taking that mantle forward and trying to see how we could pass this on to the next generation of writers and poets that are coming up.
Speaking of passing it on, and that's one of the things that I'm hoping we can see come out of one events like this, and groups like the ones that you represent. I think I saw on the flyer Afeni being one of the younger presenters of the night. Are we seeing more young people?
Yeah,
be
we have.
interested
I
in
mean,
poetry?
Afeni has been with us since third form while she was at St. Catherine's, and she, like what she expressed last night, they got me here and they can't get me out right now. So we've had more young people at our last meeting that we had last week Friday. We had a numerous poets that were coming in younger and younger. So we're just doing our best to provide our own level of mentorship with that, and then of course inviting the public to come out, celebrate with us, and enjoy some wine in the process of that, because this, I see this being the start of a beautiful partnership with Madisco, and being able to blend poetry, wine, music, and everything together.
You
beautiful.
are going to have 4 main presenters on the poetry night. Are there different styles coming from each one of you? What can we expect from you guys individually?
You want to take this?
Definitely. There's a wide array of styles and I think themes for poetry. Even each individual poet even I think have their own like diverse set of poems. Like Kay, you'll have his humorous poems. Like my favorite is Fried Chicken, and I always tell him that.
Kia, do you remember it?
Yes, we do.
Would you? Because I love it. Okay.
And then you have Afeni. I like to call a lot of her poems like the Black Girl Magic type of poems. You have love poems. You have spicy poems. You have. It's a very wide array. So whatever your flavor, we did bring it tonight. So
and so to Sabrina's point, I don't know if she gave you a heads up, but we like teasers.
We do.
We like previews, and sometimes we get involved. But last time I mean a disaster, right? Look, that you
it was not me, but I saw a clip of it.
It was a disaster. So we're not gonna do that today, but we like a little bit of teaser here on set, right? It kind of spooks people up and get them excited for this event. And so we'll humbly request your service for free this morning. Free promo. But to kind of give us a little bit, it don't have to be an entire performance, but just some from both of you, if you would. We start with you.
Okay, so because which one on though?
Yeah, and then tell us a bit about what you're going to do and what it's about.
Okay, so by request, I'll do the fried chicken poem. So this is dedicated to all fried chicken lovers in Belize, all these fried chicken connoisseurs we are calling it. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. All shape and size fried chicken. When you want leg, breast, and thighs, fried chicken, lot of ketchup, leave it a fries. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken with the eat with bread tonight. Fried chicken shop open past dine. Fried chicken, the police them stop for buy. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken on a member greasy bag. Fried chicken, how about dollar wap? Fried chicken, 4 ideal polar pack. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Man pan the block the lash. Fried chicken after bashing the care home. Fried chicken whenever you're strapped for cash. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Friendship chow san. Fried chicken fibbers and prats. Fried chicken lychee and kick down fence. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. MSG in the flesh of fried chicken. Everyday addiction. Fried chicken. The people they get sick from fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Someone want to stop cook because of fried chicken. More famous than Sunday dinner fried chicken. The Belizean staple is fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. High cholesterol fried chicken. Clogged veins and arteries fried chicken. Diabetes, heart attack fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. We need to rest up half of fried chicken. Healthy life, less fried chicken. Or what be with demise? Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken.
Wow. Okay. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken.
I've heard it, but never in person.
Thank you.
Love it. All right. Hot seat.
I would like to put me on this hot seat.
I know, right?
Okay, I want to say we made a practice last night, so I want to say this one. It's a love poem, which is a bit new for me, but this is Love Like Music. I want to say piece of it.
Go ahead,
They
yeah,
have,
sure.
They have to come if they want to hear it.
Exactly.
So I don't want the kind of love that's sweet on the surface or pretty on the outside, because sugar melts in the rain. I want that honest love, that devoted love. I want the kind of love that says, baby, let me take away all of your pain. I want that Skip Marley singing Cry to Me Love, the kind of love that will play me soft music on a cold and rainy day. I want love that says, I won't leave when depression shows up, like it or not, I am here to stay. I want love that sounds like Hosier in the streets and The Weekend in the sheets sometimes, because love is multifaceted and so am I.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I got so serious.
I know. It's like, so I'm gonna get that one. I want.
Wow, that's so good,
Yeah,
guys.
that was
One of the
excellent.
things that I tend to admire, but also be so intimidated about poetry, is the way that you have to show up honestly, and
Vulnerable, right?
and
Very
so
vulnerable.
vulnerable at the same time. I mean, you can joke about fried chicken, but there's also a part of you where it kind of forces you and taunts you to really dig within yourself and try to find ways to express what you're thinking of or what you're feeling so deeply, but putting it on paper and making it kind of sound like music at the same time.
Even with the fried chicken one, while there's a comedic aspect to it, there's also a health aspect to it, right? So it's a real social conversation taking place about how many of us rely on the fried chicken in all sectors of society, but at the same time, it allows us to reflect. How is this affecting our health? And you're not saying, all right, stop eat fried chicken. You're leaving it for the audience to decide what to do with the information. That's education through poetry. That's impact.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know.
10, 10, 10.
10 across the board.
So just finally, I'd like to ask you to invite people out, encourage people why you think they should attend this event.
Yes, Belize. Like I said, the poetry is something new, something to expand your mindset, you know, and Madisco will be there again for you to expand your palate, see what you like about wine, see the combination between wine and poetry. You know, wine allow you to feel free.
Yeah.
It gives you a story. Sometimes it reminds you of something you went through in the past, or you know, something to that extent. So come out, enjoy poetry, enjoy wine, and you know, it might change your life.
Yeah.
You know, it may lead you into something different than the norm.
Yeah.
So yes, Belizeans, be out tonight at Spoonaz.
I like it, and then you could imagine having that wine, and then you hear something about love, like Kyla doing that, like, man, I hold on, you close or something, and about fried chicken,
Yeah.
like, it's real. I like the combination.
I like
right?
it too.
Where do you get tickets?
You could get tickets at the Spoonaz Cafe. The tickets are going for $20, or you could purchase the tickets via the Quick Pass app. So you just, or because on the flyer you could actually scan the barcode, which will lead you to the app, and then you could download it and you could purchase your tickets through the app. Or like I said, you could go there, or you could contact the numbers. I don't have it on memory right now, but you could contact the numbers there to reserve and purchase your tickets as well.
It's on the flyer, right?
Yeah, it's on the flyer. Everything is on the flyer.
You do get a complimentary drink.
As you
Yes.
step in.
Courtesy of Madisco, you get a
Yes.
complimentary wine.
Nice.
Awesome. And if we would like to follow your individual journeys, how can we do so on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at KGentle Writes, and also on Facebook I'm Kyla A Gentle. I usually post any updates about books. I do try to post my poems sometimes, so yeah.
And then my one is Kyo the Assassin. That's KYODASSASSIN. And you could also follow us on Facebook. Same thing. All handles are uniform. And you could follow us on Facebook at Spoken Word 501. All as one character.
All right. Well, I want to engage you guys in another little activity with us. This is our cultural phrase of the day, and I'm hoping you guys could decode this one for us. Today's cultural phrase of the day is, dog what eat egg never stop. And I'll say it for you in English. dogs that eat eggs never stop. What do you think it means?
First time I hear that one.
Yeah, me usually first time hearing that thing. I don't know where I come from, but if you could give it, take a crack at it. What do you think it means? Anyone now know? Dog, what you said? Dog?
Dog will eat egg, never stop.
Dog will eat egg, never stop.
I think about two. I think about one more one. I think about what older one, which is greedy puppy choke, which has to do with the overindulging. Into something.
Okay.
But that's not
your
this
thoughts?
one.
Yeah.
No, well, you're not a liar. See if you can get it right.
Maybe
Dog
like,
will eat egg, never stop.
like you get somebody accustomed to a certain quality of life or treatment, and they want to get used to that. And
That's a good take.
Yeah. Your thoughts?
I'm thinking health-wise. I'm thinking. I heard egg, and I think about high cholesterol. I'm thinking like you're not on board with the healthy part of life. I don't know.
Well, if you think of dogs and eating eggs, that's something that they would tend to say like, don't do that. Don't eat the eggs, you know?
eat the eggs.
So it's considered like a bad habit. So in this case, it means people who have bad habits find it hard to let go.
I did not know that.
If you may live that village and you have chicken will lay egg and you have dogs, you know why your dog go eat the egg?
I'm gonna think the egg don't cook.
Yeah, I'm gonna think by leg. I don't know why I'm gonna think by
Then
leg.
eat sunny side up eggs,
Yeah. Oh.
drop eggs, scramble eggs.
That's
All right.
a good one. That's a good one.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for joining us, and we wish you guys all the best tonight. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Of course.
Alrighty, we take another quick break, but don't go anywhere because when we come back, the conversation switches into honoring heritage at the Yellow Ginger Festival.
Of the Mexican Caribbean. A whole spectrum of colors and hues, multi-dimensional cuisine, holographic beaches. The true new era is within you.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 585. Here are this week's contestants.
Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong.
So when you're feeling down, just not forget for pray. When things seem bad, he will always make a way. His love is for real and it is here to stay. Keep you on his spots and never make you go astray. Me have to say, we can't live without you. We can't breathe without you. Oh God, I wouldn't be me without you now.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here all through, yeah, there's a place out there for people like you.
Hands and proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee.
With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on Great Jubilees Media.
My name is Leomar Langsert and I'm a teacher and I bank with Belize Bank Independence Branch. What I enjoy is the safety features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat. I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer, with these online that Belize Bank offered, is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
Oh man, one more stroll and my data is done.
Wait, who said anything about running out? Smart just dropped a more powerful plan that now includes social media data so you can scroll till your fingers cramp.
Enjoy free social media data now included in our Flex Choice and Select postpaid plans.
Visit any Smart showroom to sign up today because connectivity just got even better. Smart, bringing people together.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. This one is all about the Yellow Ginger Festival, and we have some committee members on set with us, as well as a face that's no stranger, which is acting in a different capacity this morning. We're talking about April Martinez, who's a Living Heritage Officer at Niche ISCR, and she's joined by Miss Eve Supal, who's a member of the Yellow Ginger Festival Committee. And then we have the other set in operation right now, as Sabrina is over there with Miss Curlette Ramclam Palacio, and she's the president of the Yellow Ginger Festival Committee. And I hear there were Hawks Coconut, there were all kind of thing, but we're excited to see that part. But before we get there, we want to talk a bit about the festival, right? And so maybe we could lead off with you, April, to talk a bit about the importance of this festival and how it helps to bring awareness to the East Indian community here in Belize.
All right, so thank you, Paul, and thank you so much for having us. It's fun being at home in a different capacity. So the Yellow Ginger Festival this year is the 10th annual Yellow Ginger Festival, hosted by the East Indian Council Southern Chapter, which is located in Punta Gorda in Toledo. And the reason why the Yellow Ginger Festival is so important really is that it showcases and highlights the East Indian culture. When you think Yellow Ginger, what do you think?
I think East Indian.
You think East Indian?
Correct,
exactly.
100.
And so why not label an entire event or a festivity that is catered to what it means to be East Indian? And so the festival is going to be a 2-day event this year because it's their 10th annual one. So it's a big anniversary for the East Indian community. And so they're going to have a gala on the Friday night, and the gala is going to be all about the food. And because as part of our mandate at the Institute for Social and Cultural Research and part of the Belize Food Heritage Project, we're very excited to assist and promote the food aspect of the East Indian community. when you think about the curries, when you think about the spices and all sorts, that's going to be coming alive. But what is extremely, I think, unique about the Yellow Ginger Festival is that it's not just about the finishing product. It's not just about the yellow ginger. It's not just about the food, but it's how they make it.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy, and I guess you'll see a demonstration later on in the segment, how the Yellow Ginger Festival Committee has been able to keep a lot of skills alive, right? You know how for make kuhun cabbage? You ever see somebody make kuhun cabbage?
I know how to take out the kuhun cabbage. That's the first part.
Exactly.
Right?
So as part of our Belize Food Heritage Project, we're documenting all of that.
Wow.
How they go from taking that out, how they get the pole itself. At the Yellow Ginger Festival, I believe last year, there was a competition for chopping it up and making it up and so forth. And the people that are judges are watching the technique. So you could cut a kuhun cabbage, but do you know how to do it the East Indian way?
All right, so let's get Miss Eve into the conversation. Miss Eve, I'm interested in learning a bit more about your culture and understanding what it means for you and the committee to keep your culture alive and to continue to educate Belizeans at large about the fact that you're here and that your culture is very much alive.
Yes, being an East Indian, I'm very proud to be one. What I like about my culture is about the food. The food is 100%, you know, and that's what bring us together. Then the food is what bring us together. Our music, our dances. That's what brings us together.
How much of the culture do you all still recognize or practice in today's day and age? Is it primarily the food?
Yes, just the food.
And they do the clothing. I see you.
Well,
wearing
yeah, we wear this on special occasions.
Yeah. Now, for you, how is it that? Have you been told stories about your ancestry and your history and your lineage here in Belize? Do you know anything about it?
Well, for me as a young person, my mother, her mother didn't talk much about our culture. I guess they were somewhat ashamed, you'd say, about their culture, so they didn't teach the history to my mother or to her mother, and that is how this is the festival is what brings about the Yellow Ginger, the East Indian culture, to try and preserve our culture.
How did you become a member of the community, or what made you interested in being a part of it?
Well, Miss Scarlett there, she is one that is behind me to join, and you know, I always give my part in the previous festivals. Yeah, she's my mentor.
Yeah. And what would you say people enjoy the most about this festival?
The food.
The food.
Yes.
Yeah, we keep to go back to food.
We have to go back to
the
food.
Cabbage particularly, yes, that one, and the dal roti.
I invite you to come and take part in the Takari eating contest.
Yes, we're gonna have some competitions.
Takari, you got competitions?
Yes,
yeah.
for the
Tell
park.
me about them.
Yeah, we're gonna have 3 competitions for the Park Fest. That will be the second day. One being the husking of the coconut, which you will see right now, to milk, but we're not going to do that milk part.
Milk it?
Yeah, we're going to milk it with a cloth.
Okay, so we have to grate that.
You have to husk it out of the shell, and then grate it and milk it. So it's 3 processes you're going to have to do for the competition.
So that's one competition.
Yes, one competition.
Do you have others?
Second will be the spicy Takari eating contest.
What a Takari again?
Takari is the yellow ginger with all the spices mixed.
So it's a spicy dish.
Yes, spicy.
And you have to eat that up.
Yes, you're going to be given 1 bottle of water just in case.
Just in case.
There was one of the years with the spicy Takari eating contest where you had this little girl, like this small girl. I can't. She's probably like 15, 16,
Maybe
very small. And you should just see how she eat up that Takari pot. She beat everybody.
That would have been.
There was a lady. She was sweating.
Yes.
So you got the coconut, you got the Takari contest.
And then the third one is roast the boss choker competition.
I love a good choker.
You know what the choker?
Listen, I spent 5 years in Trinidad.
Okay.
Right? And
Okay,
so
that's
choka, roti.
You know the works.
Love it.
We're going to do a
Curry.
live demonstration on the fire heart and all of that.
Okay. So should we send it over to...
So speaking of those competitions, we should send it over to Sabrina.
Really sure.
Hopefully.
So we are here with Miss Curlet Palacio. She's the president of the Yellow Ginger Festival Committee. And Miss Curlet, it's so nice already getting acquainted with you and learning a bit more about what you brought here with you. When we talk about the festival, let's talk about some of the spices that will be featured at this festival.
All right, at the festival, well, of course, yellow ginger will be the highlight, right? And then for us to get our takari and our curries, we need all the other spices to blend with the yellow ginger.
Okay.
This is the yellow ginger powder, but you can also make the paste. And this is the yellow ginger root.
Root itself.
And this is a growing root. As you can see, the root is growing. So
how do you go about getting it into the powder form?
Okay, this root, I'll tell you how my ancestors did it, how my grandparents did it. They would harvest this, boil it a little, couple minutes, put it to dry, and when it's dried, it looks like this. I'll open the bag. This is what the dry yellow ginger root looks like. This is the root, and I'm going to break this root. So
I
you
was
can
going to ask it, is it yellow? Ooh, it is yellow like that.
This is the color of the root.
Does that
inside.
stain you? Can it stain your clothes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but
it's a beautiful yellow.
But
too,
it comes out.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the color of the yellow ginger that we use.
And then when it's dried.
And when it's dried.
Dang.
Let me show you. This is what we use.
Oh, that's why. Okay. See, I knew.
Okay. So this dry one, we add it with these spices here, and of course with some other green spices, and then.
Oh, so that's how it gets to the powder form.
No, this is we call this one. My grandma would say, "Go make the masala, girl." So we know exactly what we get our yellow ginger, and then of course we sprinkle a little water, and then we make the paste.
Oh, that's for the paste.
Yes, this is for the paste, and then to get the powder, we have a big
like grinder
mill
or
that we would crack corn in. We used to crack this in the mill, then put it in the mortar. We beat it there and sieve it out to get the powder.
Is this a long process?
For us, it wasn't long, but looking back now, it was long.
It does sound
but back then,
tedious.
it wasn't long. So now people would use like a hammer mill or use electrical appliances electric mills to get it to this stage.
Yeah, and it smells so good. I could tell
Yes,
you just
you
being
could
right
smell it,
here,
right?
smell really, really good.
Yeah.
There's some other type of spices here. Now this one, when
It's
you
a
told me, I said,
medicine.
okay, I know about this. This is what we call busy.
Yes.
What's busy for?
This is for medicine. Yes. We, up to now, there's a tree in my grandma's yard, and I think that tree is quite over 100 years.
Wow.
Because my mom said she saw that tree all her life, and so I believe that tree is very old. Anyway, whenever you have belly ache, like you have an upset stomach, or you suspect you have some kind of poison, something.
Whether it's food poisoning, any type of belly or situation.
Yes, we'll grate this. This is a dry form. Grate it and make it into a tea, and then we drink it.
I've had it. I just put some in a spoon and drink water behind.
Of course, you can do that too.
But this is so awesome. Now I know a lot of you guys are here wanting to see me hawks a coconut. Good news, I will be playing around with the coconut, but I won't be huxing it. So let's talk about the different competitions that will be taking place. April did say it will be huxing to
Coconut
grating,
husking, yes.
husking to grating.
Of course. So this is a coconut with the husk. Check it here.
That's what water in there.
Okay, I don't want to make noise here. But anyway, we use a machete or a stick. Well, I don't see any earth here, so I couldn't jump my stick in the ground. But we put a stick in the ground with a sharp top, and we hux the coconut on that.
Is the competition to see how quickly somebody can do it?
Yes, and the technique.
What's so the right technique would be to use the stick and
yes, we will be having the stick.
Okay.
And then when they take the coconut out of the husk, remove the husk. This is what it looks like. Now, Sabrina.
Yes.
Can you please
I
show
will.
me how to break this in half.
All right, guys, I'm gonna show you how you do this thing right now. Okay? Okay.
Yeah, hit. Right in the middle. Yeah, turn. Yeah, turn. Almost there.
Woo!
You need help? Yeah.
Right now. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Believe in me or no? Woo! Okay.
Wow, you did a very good job, Sabrina.
You serious? You serious? Okay. Thank
Look
you,
like
guys.
I've been doing this for years.
I might have. And now this is just the second stage because we also are gonna grate it as well.
Yes.
All right. That was fun.
So
Okay.
we're going to take this same basin.
Okay.
Put it here. Now you come and sit on the coconut on the grater.
Never think I give you a second show, All right.
Sit on it. Put this on it. Put it how far you want.
Okay, right. That seemed good.
No, you need to go back some.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then you grate now, and you start from out here.
Oh my God, this is so cool.
You make go like in circles.
Okay.
Yeah. You hold it.
Okay.
Yeah, good job. You have the technique right there. That's the technique. Yes,
My
Sabrina?
aunt tuning in would be proud of me. Yeah, so okay, so now you want to do the beans. So this technique here, grating this would be, you could get this for various things, right? You could make your coconut milk. What are other reasons people would grate this for? Tableta. Guys, what's that technique there? The milk literally they come out. All right, I think I got the hang of it.
Good.
Miss Carla, thank you so much for teaching me this. I really appreciate that.
Quick learner.
There you have grated coconut. Look at that there. And of course, this is just one of the demonstrations that people will be able to see and even take part in if they would like to immerse themselves. Okay, so some of the other spices here, we did mention that people will be able to get food. One of the things that we'll also be able to see is some dancing as well. Can we talk about the other things that will be on display?
All right, you will come out and you'll be able to purchase clothing. We'll also have clothing. We'll have some implements. We'll have a lot of byproducts of the yellow ginger, and of course the food. So you'll be seeing people preparing, like making the dal roti right there.
Now, Ms. Carla, you are the president of the committee, the festival committee. What does it mean to be a part of an initiative like this, to see your culture remains, alive?
It's heartwarming, to be honest. Like sometimes I think I get emotional when I see the younger generation having the interest to come and learn. Like Eve and Joy, I'm so proud of them, because when I asked them to come and help, and at first they were kind of hesitant because of course we had a lot of elders, but as time went by over the years, people started to lose interest, and so I said, okay, we got to get the younger people. So that's how we got Eve and Joy, and we have a lot of more young people who you will see out there when you come to the festival, who are taking part, who are learning. It really warms my heart. I feel so good to know that, yellow ginger, the East Indian culture, is here to stay.
And we are happy to embrace the culture with you. I know that we have a giveaway to share as well. So Paul, I'm going to send it back over to you, and let's get that giveaway going.
Excellent. So we have a giveaway to the anniversary gala and dance, recognizing Indian culture, building Belize, and then Gil Harris 7. Well, big up in at the spot, right? And so the ticket is valued at $85, and we're gonna give this away to one lucky winner. You have any idea what you want to do?
Yes. So to your Facebook viewers this morning, you can win this ticket if you answer. The first person, of course, to answer the question in the comment section will walk away with a ticket to the gala and dance, which is on Friday, the August 15th. So the question is, when was the first Yellow Ginger Festival, and why is it called Yellow Ginger Festival?
When was the first Yellow Ginger Festival? All right, that one there. Because of the name of the festival, you should be able
That's
to
why I'm saying and why. So you have when and why.
Excellent. So we're going to be locked into our Facebook pages, and the first person to comment gets this ticket. Hopefully you have down south. This is the ticket got give out the other answer. So
don't give it.
But the first person will be locked in, and we'll give that ticket out, and you could attend the gala, enjoy Gil Harris 7, and the party goes until 1:30 a.m. So
then they go bash
into the morning, of course, right? All right, so we want to thank you all so much for joining us on set this morning, and for inviting our viewers out to this event, and for bringing the knowledge and the awareness of this culture. Very, very, very important. So thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Good job, Sab.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, good job, Sab. So with that, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have a final conversation. Sun, Sea, and Sand, a party on the seas. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right. When the one fun the hand, the window open and the light they turn off. You look like you listen to me, Jamie.
Not only that, I even get a new coffee mug where keep my coffee hot all day.
I'm impressed. You don't look like you're so hard here.
Better than that, BL can change my meter to one of their new smart meter. They call it the AMI.
Oh, I hear about it on TV from BL. How do you know?
Yes, man. They don't reach the man better to change it right now. Let's go check it out.
Hey guys, I'm almost done here.
So now when you reach my area?
We're upgrading meters across Belize. House by house, business by business. Always look out for BL logo, uniforms, and IDs. BL will make you know when we're in the area. The EMI meter rollout is a part of BL strategy to modernize our energy services.
Well, you don't need to come in at my house, right?
Come in at your house, boss, only if you got something good for you.
BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
This is where blue innovation meets green ambition, and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Caribe in San Pedro. This is the future of regional integration, and it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025. Bridging markets, building resilience. September 3rd to 5th, Sunset Caribe, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
Get ready for back to school with Benny's B-Books. We have limited edition Benny's exercise and composition books just in time for the new school year. Get 6 composition books for 5 B-Bucks and 12 exercise books for only 2 B-Bucks. Benny's and B-Bucks, getting you ready for back to school.
We are ready for back to school. Are you?
Josetún presenta Los Cumbia Kings. Los Cumbia Kings en concierto. Este 30 de agosto en el Estadio del Pueblo, Orange World Belice. Los Cumbia Kings en vivo.
No tengo dinero ni nada que dar.
No te pierdas el concierto del año que te hará bailar como nunca. General 150, VIP 200 y Platino $350. Boletos a la venta en la aplicación Quipass, disponible en Android y iPhone. También con Orindra con cuellos. Shell One Stop, María's Café, Lifestyle Beauty Salon y WSK Call Center al 611-3677. Amor Turquesa, Boutique Belmopá. Gracias al patrocinio de
BTV, Mechas, Cuellos, Lock and Loaded, Mark Production, Quick Pass, Lighthouse,
Instituto Nacional de Cultura e Historia y Smart Belice.
Welcome back. This is our final conversation, and we are joined by no stranger to you guys. Of course, John Marsden is in the house, and he is an organizer representing Mars Productions, here to talk about his latest event, Setting Sail with Johnny Mars for Soca on the Seas. John, welcome back.
Good morning, guys.
Always good to have you here, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, I know that your event, was that last weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Was a big success 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, two Sundays ago.
Was a big success, and of course, you continue to bring us new innovative ideas to celebrate with each other, and of course, engage in, I can't even say it's like nightlife, because you've really given us a twist on how we can go out and entertain ourselves. Now, where you could have once go to these day parties out on these fields, you're bringing day parties on the waters.
Correct, correct.
Let's talk about your latest one.
Well, Soca Sand and Sea is a spin-off from the Mad Squad Juve group, right? Mad Squad Juve has been around from 2014, and prior to the Juve, we used to only do the Juve. Then 5 years ago, we said, you know what, right after COVID, we were like, you know what, we need to up the people up, give the people them something to look forward to for the September celebration. Then arise the Soca Sand and Sea Cruise. Every year we choose a different theme. This year we're just going with the good vibes kind of feeling.
Yeah.
And we're taking it to Rendezvous Key. We've always used Rendezvous Key because that is one of the most prettiest keys. It's a private island. You can go there as a group and just immerse yourself in a beauty, man. I mean, it's clean waters, white sand seas, you know, everything we expect for a nice, relaxing day.
Yeah, and it's the summertime, so it's the perfect time.
It's an adult-based cruise.
Yeah.
I always tell people the boat ride to the island is fun. The boat ride coming back from the island is even more fun because then everybody done intoxicated, don't have a good time.
I thought tired. I thought Johnny, that because when we had to take picture, people asleep.
No, everybody want to continue the party. Everybody hype up for the party. It's like a party, a moving party, you know, on the sea. We have the best DJs to complement this day. We have Evolution Song, and it's hosted with DJ Dollar. So music is nothing that you're going to say, I wonder if it's good music. We have good music on board. We have a fully stocked bar. It's a cash bar. We also have food. We'll have barbecue chicken, barbecue pork, sausage, and we've just added for people that are pescatarian or don't eat meat or want to eat chicken. You can call the number on the flyer and you can get your lobster ordered.
Hey.
It is lobster season, so we have to use the lobster. The lobster, they don't really want to go back into the sea. So it's a full thought day. It's a fun event for your friends, family. We always get a lot of family on it. But it's something that you to look forward to.
So how long do you all stay on the island, and what happens while you're on the island? Do you have an organized program, but also people can do what they feel to freely?
Correct. So we leave from the Fort George Pier at 9 a.m. right? And we travel. It takes about 45 to an hour to reach the Rendezvous Key. And then you reach on the key, you organize yourself, you find your area where you and your crew want to hang out. And we go through the day you relax first, then we go through a set of games.
Okay.
It's fun adult games.
Okay.
Right, so it allows us to be that kid again, but it's an adult kind of way. You got drinking competition, but with a twist. Right, you have the slip and slide, and you have to run. You know, don't slide, I will jump up and run, I will take a shot and then go tag your partner.
Cool.
We have
the problems.
You know, it's a fun day because
like
it's even like you have push-up competitions for the guys that want to flex their muscles. You know, we have beer drinking competition or champagne drinking competition. You know, because we have to give kudos to all our sponsors that help us. Thank you guys for always helping us. But it's a full thought out day. You're organized. We have, like, again, it's hosted by Dala. Dala knows how to entertain people, how to get people to have fun and just relax. So it's a full day. Just have fun. We have the music, the blast, and the DJs. You have the games. You have food. You have bar. You have everything you could possibly think about. All you need to do is bring your wallet and a towel.
Yeah, that sounds like one of those events that you'll really have some lasting memories and jokes to talk about.
It is.
For a long time after.
It's something that, like, you go with your friends, and again, like I say, you're drinking responsibly. We do have lifeguards around.
Okay.
Because you can go into the water. You can go. They have a rendezvous key is popular for the stingrays coming right up. So you can touch them. They're pretty tame. But you can take a little swim. You know, be responsible with the drinking, but it's something that you just have a lot of fun, man. Like it's you and your friends then go out and you just party on a private island with everybody. It's known, like, everybody just find your only section, and yes, so you mingle around, you talk to people, but it's something that you have your own private place, so you feel like you could free up in that area there.
So stock bar.
Fully stock bar.
They carry the whole bar out there.
They carry the whole bar out there.
Man.
On the boat, they have bar, they start.
Okay. I mean, I imagine the capacity has to be controlled because you're traveling on a boat. So how many people do you have space for?
We're catering for 300 people.
Okay, that's a good amount.
We're using the big catamaran. It's an open. It's not the AC cat. We're using the big cat. Again, we'll have music on the boat. We also have the drinks already starting to sail when we're sailing, and it's just, you know, like I said, us good vibe time, great people, great energy, sun, sea, water, everything else I need.
All right. So where do we get tickets?
So you can find the tickets on the Quick Pass app. It's the most popular app right now.
It is. We think like it's the second or third event where Quick Pass for this morning.
It's very easy, man. I mean, it's an app. It's an app generated to make life easy, because I could sit down here and buy one ticket for going to an event, and then I don't have to worry about purchase my ticket in a long line. You also have various ticket agents. Sorry, I'll ask them to us now. Yeah, we have various ticket agents. My store, Mars Distributors, has for sale. Numerous people have a sale that works with us. So you can contact a number of them. And the flyer has tickets. If you need the tickets delivered, you can call that number to get your tickets delivered. You can call my number, 622-9754, if you need it to be delivered. Or you can also purchase at the day if we have more.
And the ticket price is only $70 per person.
$70 per person.
Round trip on a cat.
Round trip on a cat.
And when will you be returning?
We leave the island back at 4 p.m.
4 p.m. So you'll be back in Belize by 5, thereabouts. So I think that's a fantastic way to spend some time with your friends on a lovely weekend. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, and it happens next week, Saturday, not this week. So we have 1 week to plan yourself out and gather your crew. I mean, people are calling every day, getting in groups of 4, in groups of 5, and also it's a group event. But I also encourage people, if you want to come by yourself, come by yourself.
You'll find friends.
Yesterday, a person called like, I want to go on a trip. I'm like, call through, man, because
we're hanging you.
Yeah, you call hanging me. I look scary.
I know what you did there, John.
You know, but it's something you meet people out there. I mean, everybody out there just up for having a good time. Nobody out there for be rude or be mean to anybody. Exactly. Everybody want to have a good time. The games, they include everybody. You have a type of game for everybody.
Yeah.
Good. You know, so encourage people, get the tickets, come out. It's going to be a great time. enjoy a nice, beautiful day on Rendezvous Key. I swear the key is so gorgeous.
Yeah, I've never been.
I've seen
Beautiful key.
pictures.
Yeah,
It looks lovely.
It's very, the bathroom's nice and clean and neat. We have the bar section, we have a stage, you know, everything is out there.
Okay, all right. Well, John, as always, you continue to give us options, and so kudos to you, man. We wish you all the best.
Yes.
We do got to wrap things up, though, Paul.
We
It's
do.
been a really fun Thursday morning, and
Wanna take a quick break?
as we wind things down, we have one quick break to take, and when we come back, we'll be wrapping up.
Yo, what's up, bro? This Western Union mom's a little money using DigiWallet. Uncle in the States pays me too, same app using DigiWallet. Bro, this is too easy. I can do this from anywhere. No lines, no hassle, just easy. All right, gotta run, bro. Take it easy.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 585. Here are this week's contestants.
Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong.
So when you're feeling down, just not forget for pray. When things seem bad, he will always make a way. His love is for real and it is here to stay. Keep you on his spots and never make you go astray. Me have to say, we can't live without you. We can't breathe without you. Oh God, I wouldn't be me without you now.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days out here are through, yeah, there's a place out there for people like you.
Hands and proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee.
With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on Great Jubilees Media.
My name is Leomar Langzert and I'm a teacher and I bank with Belize Bank Independence Branch. What I enjoy is the safety features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer with these online that Belize Bank offered is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
All right, welcome back. We are wrapping things up here, and we want to say thank you to everyone who joined us this morning, and also you guys for tuning in with us. It is August 7th, and if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. And if you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@channel5belize.com.
You can also catch us live on Facebook every weekday morning at Open Your Eyes BC.
As well as Instagram for behind the scenes contents. That's OYE Belize. You can even text us or call us on our OYE phone number. That's 675-2555. Well, please do us a favor and join us again tomorrow for What the Friday, when you open your eyes
and start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts open.
Have a fantastic Thursday, Belize. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.